The Local Show, featuring conversations with business owners, employees, and local business leaders about their successes, challenges, and reasons for doing business. Right here in Central New York. The Local Show is locally produced by Zoey Advertising. Now your hosts, Tom and Steve.
Back into it and back at it again. You've got The Local Show right here on 570 WSYR 1069 FM. You can see the show on the YouTube channel and look at all the old ones too, which gives you a good idea of all the different types of people we talked about who have all different kinds of businesses, including some civic organizations and nonprofits and things like that. Right now, Steve, we're going to talk with Ruth Ann Riposa. Do you know Ruth?
I do know her.
Okay, good.
I would consider her a friend.
And she still came in.
I know.
Right. Ruth Ann Riposa is the interim executive director at Circare. It's like Circle, only not.
Okay.
Care.
Yeah, and the Sir is CIR.
That's right.
.care. Okay. Ruth Ann, how are you?
I'm good. I'm happy to be here again, and it's good to see you guys. Circare, actually, most people know us by our former name, which is Onondaga Case Management.
Oh, I remember that.
Yes, that's exactly what you both just did.
Yeah.
That is exactly. I was in a meeting earlier this week, and we're talking, and all of a sudden, one of the directors goes, just so you know, we were formerly, we're Onondaga Case. Oh, okay. And then all the dots connect. So I wanted to start this conversation off with just connecting that dot.
Okay, so they had some big meeting, decided to change the name just to confuse everybody?
Sometimes organizations do that.
Sometimes that happens. Yeah.
What's your personal background, Ruth Ann?
Oh, goodness. So personal background is born and raised in Syracuse, spent some time in Buffalo going to school.
Well, what high school did you go to here then?
Well, I went to Nottingham for a little bit and then Faith Heritage.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
We know them both.
Yeah. But I'm here now, and I've worked for for-profit, not-for-profit, for government for a little bit, and now I'm here as the interim executive director at Circare.
Very nice.
Yeah.
So, okay, now tell us, what does Circare do?
All right. So Circare has been around for decades, really a pillar in the community here. Circare is really able to provide services to people on this spectrum. And what I really enjoy about really getting in to the programs that we provide is that we're able to, it's so cliche, meet people where they're at, right? You hear that all the time.
Yeah.
And we're able to. We have really unique contracts with Onondaga County where we're able to really meet people where they're at with any type of mental health issues or concerns that they're having. We are able to work with children and youth all the way through adults, being able to provide intervention right in people's homes. Let's say there's a child that's really struggling and the parent's looking for help and assistance. We can send an interventionist into their home multiple times a week to work with that family and help that youth. We're working with some of the most severely and persistently mentally ill youth and adults via our ACT programs.
So the county hires you guys?
Yeah, we have.
Have I got that?
Yep. A lot of our programs are county contracts. So what we're really known for is our ability to provide services in a way that, most of the time, right? If you have a health or a mental health issue, you're going to a provider, right? And you're getting seen by a provider at a doctor's office, and you're getting treatment there at an office.
And if you don't have insurance, of course, you can't do that.
Correct.
Right? Yeah.
So we're able to provide services to children and youth where we're sending professionals and providers into their community, into their home. We're able to go into a home and be able to assess and evaluate a child, to prescribe meds and to give medication in their home. We're able to do the same thing for adults. We have adults right now that have all different needs. We're able to sometimes go to the homeless shelter or to the park where they frequent and be able to find them and do our meeting with them and be able to prescribe them and give them a potential injectable to help treat their mental health diagnosis, right?
Wow.
So we're truly able to do things a little bit differently and outside the box, all the way through, helping people become stable and live their best lives, all the way through and including gainful employment, helping people get gainful employment.
Do people know that you're there? Are there any aha moments, or or are people
So
faced
people
with it?
really recognize us for a few of our programs. Again, we've been a provider of certain services for a long time in this community, so they recognize that. But I think that there's some services that we offer and provide that not everybody is aware of. We have really strong care management services for both children and for adults. What we have, I think, at Circare that we do very uniquely is specialty care management, where we're able to work forensic care management with people coming right out of, whether it be the Justice Center or Correction, Jamesville here in Onondaga County, or coming out of a state facility, or people coming out of hospitalizations. We're able to work with people. Let's say somebody is not so safe and they're not on medication. Sometimes there's what's called a AOT, assisted outpatient treatment, court order, for them to be compliant with medication.
Okay.
We're able to do their care management and work with them very, very closely to make sure that they're safe.
So people, individuals that have maybe some criminal activity, I don't know how else to say it. They have some legal challenges.
Sure.
That's what I was trying to
Yeah.
say. A lot of folks in that space have some mental health issues.
Correct.
Is that a fair statement? I'm not trying to
Correct.
label, but the things come with.
Yes.
There's a cause and effect sometimes.
Correct.
So if they go and are coming out of a facility and they are just thrown into the streets, the chance of circling around is fairly high, I would imagine.
The recidivism rate is high.
Recidivism.
Yes,
that was the
that's
word I was trying to find, Tom.
I got you. I knew it. Yes, that's correct. And so that's why there's often referrals for people coming, anticipating a discharge from a correctional facility or from a hospital, and there is a referral to us. And we understand how important it is for us to quickly sometimes meet the person when they're being discharged from a hospital or discharged from a correctional facility.
Hi, we're here. Take your
Truly.
medicine. I mean, that's a
Yes.
challenge.
Yes, but that's what we do.
Okay. How many?
That's what we do.
How big a team do you have?
We have about total in the agency about 85 to 90 employees, and our care management, our adult care management, specialty care management, and typical care management services is our largest department. But we've got about 85 employees agency-wide, and truly special place to work. There's a real heartbeat there for providing services to people and meeting their needs in a little bit different way. We're able to do that.
Is it a nonprofit?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So-
Onondaga County has been amazing.
Yeah.
Our contracts with them and the support that we get from our county officials here has been just truly fantastic. So we're very blessed to be able to do
Do you look
things.
for volunteers, or is this a highly specialized?
It
type
is
of
more
place,
specialized. We don't have space right now for necessarily volunteers, but we have partnered with local academia. I just signed an agreement this week with Lemoyne, being
great.
able to take interns, to all different levels of interns. So we actually, this past week, actually just transitioned an intern to an employee. So that's cool. It's always
Nice.
great when that happens, right?
Do you
So-
have events, like awareness events or anything
We
like that? or-
participate in a lot of events. We don't host any of our own currently, but we participate in a host of events throughout the community to really, get our name out there, get our services out there. We recently just did a partnership with Syracuse Community Health for our most medically frail. Obviously, sometimes when people are struggling to take care of their mental health needs and follow through with their mental health treatment, they're also struggling as well with their physical health and treatment.
Sure.
So we've got a wonderful partnership right now with Syracuse Community Health to really be able to streamline the care when it
Do you ever do any work with In My Father's Kitchen in John Tomino?
So that is actually something that I want to coordinate. I haven't yet, but I think that is exactly what we were looking to with this relationship with Syracuse Community Health, being able to really have a streamlined, fast response when we identify someone has a medical issue. We do the mental health side, and we do that well, but we want to make sure that we're caring for the whole person and having the answer. And Syracuse Community Health has come through with that answer for us right now.
Right. Biggest challenges right now?
We have two departments right now that we're looking to finish up. We have a new program, our Youth Act program. We're looking to get that fully staffed so we can get a full capacity there. So getting mental health professionals in that really want to work with
Are
kids.
those positions on the website?
They're on the website, cir.care, CIR.CARE.
You knew where I was going.
Yes,
there we
I
go.
got it.
That's exactly where I was going.
That's very good. Ruth Ann Riposa right there. Thank you so much for being here and for all that you do with your people and stuff in the community.
Thank you for having me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Samantha Hussein is coming up next. She's the owner of Purple Dubai. We'll find out what her company does right here on the local show on 570 WSYR.